A new era begins today. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Draft Champions. The Eagles enter play this afternoon, ready to see what they've got and how or if these pieces are going to fit together. They'll have their hands full here as they take on the Green Bay Packers.
This game is underway.
And this is Ginn running it out. And he's tackled just past the 20. We'll mark it at the 22-yard line. First down at the 22. Ryan gives it up.
Tackled down at the 28-yard line. That's a nice, powerful statement as they establish the run at the beginning of this game.
Jim, you're right. I'm going to give the offense a little credit here, but, you know, somewhere, I don't know, maybe the defense is going to have to put some weights in their pockets. You got to hang in there and make the tackle.
My goodness, what a hit. And the ball falls incomplete.
One player to watch, the cover man from Madden 2013, the one and only Calvin Johnson.
My gosh, when you see Calvin Johnson in person or you meet him like we have, Jim, you just cannot get over the fact that he's a wide receiver because he looks like he's about 6'8". He's big, and man, can this guy run and catch.
That long gain sets them up here on this play. Ryan standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap.
Well, if you guard the tight end close, sometimes that doesn't matter. They're so big and they got long arms, they can still make the catch. Quarterbacks give them a chance, they get it done.
2nd and 3.
And he comes down. No, the defender tips it out.
Let's set the defensive lineup. One of the best safeties in the game out of Tennessee is Eric Berry.
He can run and he can hit and he can get it done. That's why he's one of the best safeties in the NFL. Every team needs a great safety, and they have one right here in Eric Berry.
3rd down and 3. Looking across the middle. A nice grab. No doubt he was going to hold on to that one.
They come to the line at the 24.
The Packers with a nickel look here on defense. First down at the 24. Draw play here. Second down coming up. The Eagles lined up, bunch formation. Ryan takes it from the gun. What an amazing catch by Calvin Johnson. What a catch that time, partner.
Nothing surprises it anymore. These guys are so talented. You're right, spectacular catch.
From the red zone. Now 1st and 10. And now here's Stacy on the toss. And it's going to be Landry who stops this run for a loss.
The Eagles running back that time, he makes a bad decision. You can't be looking to make every play a big play when you're running the football. Look for a few yards, take advantage of that. He tries for the big play. What happens? He gets tackled for a loss.
2nd and 13. Johnson is there to catch a ball that had a lot of heat on it.
Jim, the defense gives up the first down that time inside the red zone. But there's only so many things the offense can do. Let's see if they can hold them.
1st and goal. What a first series. Touchdown.
Nice job up front by the offensive line. They get a good push. Easy for the quarterback to run the sneak and get the touchdown score.
And the point after is good.
The Eagles getting set for the kickoff. Barry's going to run this one out. The ball is fumbled. Cox is in on the tackle.
Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. The fumble by the kick return team, and look out. The football goes out there. They make the recovery. Well, good job of them.
Double tight end formation. Dropping back 3. Out to Gonzalez. Picks up 8 here.
Well, the drag route that time picked up solid yards. These receivers, sometimes they get a little nervous running these drag routes or these short crossers because they are afraid a defender's going to come out of nowhere and hit them. That's the quarterback's job. See in front of the receiver, lead the guy to the open space.
The Packers come out with a split backfield. 2nd down and 2. Catch made.
What's the old expression? Just move the chains. That's what they did with that throw and catch that time, Jim. It also gives them a chance for 3 more downs.
Press coverage all the way. The Packers still driving as the 2nd quarter gets underway.
At the 34, 66 yards from pay dirt.
The Packers bring in an extra tight end for this play. And the 2nd quarter is underway with this snap. And it's swatted away.
When you see this cover 2 defense as a quarterback, you got to know where to throw the football. That time he did not make a good decision. You got to throw it sometimes deep down the middle. The safeties are not there. They're outside. He did not take advantage of that coverage that time. When you see linebackers like this shifting, they're trying to confuse the quarterback. What a good job by the running back that time. He reads the box very well, and he picks his way through there and picks up a 1st down. That's nice.
They come to the line, and it's 1st down. Here they come back to the line after picking up over 20 yards on that last play. After the long gain, let's see what they do here. Down the field. He brings it in. 6 on the board for the Packers.
The 2nd quarter just barely underway, and they've erased the deficit and tied things with that touchdown.
Yeah, Jim, this kind of reminds me of a chess match. A good job going out there tying things up. Now we'll see the strategy from the other team.
It's good. Ryan Succop ready for the kickoff. Cox is going to test the coverage here. And they're all over him at the 18-yard line.
The Eagles ready to get this drive started. The last time they had it, Phil, it was a touchdown, and they got all the way to the end zone mainly through the air.
Yeah, they did it through the air. They got good protection. You know, we love what the quarterback is doing, but how about the wide receivers and everybody catching the football, separating from the defender, and they're getting some easy throw and catches out there.
The Eagles are at the line of scrimmage and loading up that line with an extra tight end. Matt Ryan with the long pass down the field. It's intercepted.
Maybe that pick will be a momentum builder for this team at the start of the 2nd.
Well, I know the offensive coordinator sitting over there going, I sure hope so. So he's not happy the way his team has played on the offensive side so far. Give him a play, catch the defense by surprise, and get this lead.
Wilson's going to take the snap from the shotgun. Beasley has the sack.
There's a couple ways to get to the quarterback. Run over the tackle or run around him. It doesn't matter as long as you get the sack.
Second down here. Handoff. Gains 15. It's third down coming up.
When you see linebackers shifting around like this, what they're trying to do, confuse the quarterback.
Moncrief's got it. Screenplay.
Touchdown, Green Bay Packers. Midway through the second quarter, they put themselves in front with that touchdown, Phil.
Hey, that touchdown could be a difference maker in this game. You never know. So really well called by the offensive coordinator and executed perfectly by the offensive players.
The Eagles are prepared to return the kickoff. And this is Ginn running it out. And he's tackled just past the 20. We'll mark it at the 22-yard line.
The Eagles offense back on the field trying to make up for that costly mistake. The last time they had the ball, the turnover they committed immediately turned into points against them.
Yeah, it did, Jim, but you know what? It's not a perfect game. You got to deal with adversity when you're talking about football. So you made that mistake. Let it go. Go out there, be aggressive, and see if you can score some points.
Zach Ertz, the receiver. And we've reached the 2-minute warning in this one.
First down at the 48.
Johnson's got it on a pass, had some heat on it.
They come to the line of scrimmage at the 29.
First down following the long play. Ryan's back in shotgun formation. Ginn has the reception. The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion. And a gain of 4.
The Packers defensive coordinator, he's going to be happy with the results there. He was guessing run inside the red zone. That's what he's got, and they were ready for it, and they gave up very little yardage.
Coming up to the line at the 7.
Here comes the wide receiver in motion. And he'll hand it off to the fullback. On the way, third down. Ryans takes the snap, and it's a quarterback sneak. The Eagles are going to burn the first of their 3 timeouts right here. Going for it on fourth down. Playing press coverage to the outside. Defense ready in the goal line formation on this one. Ryan will keep it here. Over the line. Touchdown.
That was a nice job by the quarterback. He read the defense. He realized there was a little weakness on one spot. He goes there and gets the touchdown on the quarterback sneak.
The Packers are back deep, ready to return. He'll take it from the 1. And he spins away. Smith's there to take him down. That return's good for about 25.
The Packers ready to go on the march again, and that's exactly what they've been doing here lately. They've taken it all the way down the field on the last 2 possessions for touchdowns. Phil, can they make it 3 straight?
Let me say this to you, Jim. It's just not that easy. As we're watching this game and how they're playing on the offensive side, they make it look easy, but trust me, I was down there one time. It's a hard job.
All right, Larry, thank you for that from the studios. And halftime, we're going to transition now. We're about to get the third quarter underway. And he's tackled right at about the 28-yard line. The Packers come out onto the field, now looking to get something positive going here to take the lead in this game, Phil, as we start the second half.
Yeah, they would like to do that. Of course, you always want to take the lead, but when you get into the second half and you get on top, man, that starts to put the pressure on the other team. So that's their thinking. I think they will come out here and be very aggressive to start the second half.
The Eagles will come out in the dime. The Packers take it from the 28. Wants to go deep. And incomplete. Didn't get his feet down.
Good timing by the defensive player that time. He gets to the receiver just as the football is getting there and makes the hit, knocks that football loose.
Defense respecting the deep ball, playing way off the receivers. Wilson's lined up, 2 tight ends set. Gets the handle here. And pick up about 4.
Got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They were all over the run that time, and they only give up a short gain.
Third down now.
Look what the defensive line is doing. They're all pinching down inside. They're expecting a run.
That picks up 7.
You're running back in this league and you pick up first downs and you don't fumble the football, I promise you one thing, you're going to get more carries.
The Eagles defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel. They are all over him behind the line of scrimmage, and a loss of 1. Wilson's got 2 tight ends on the field for this snap.
Doesn't like what he sees on the defensive side, so he is changing the play to the receivers by giving him hand signals.
This is third down. Set up screen. There's the offense picking up another first down on third down.
Jim, years ago, you never would have seen a screen pass on third down. But offenses are so varied now. You see it more and more. That was nice execution on that play, and it picked up a first down.
Here's the first snap after the big play. Wilson from the shotgun. The ball is jarred out of his hands.
Well, sometimes when you have a talented receiver, you just got to put up with plays like that. He might drop a few, but when he does catch it, they can make a big play.
After the incomplete pass, it brings up second down. Wilson's going to take it from the gun. The reception by Moncrief. That's a gain of 8. That's reception number 2 for him. Quickly to the line.
Look at the signals. The D-line is all shifting down inside. They're expecting a run right up the middle.
3rd and 2.
Look at that concentration as he makes the grab.
About to snap it for the 9th play of the drive.
Always manage the football game. You got to be thinking about it all the time if you're the quarterback. It's a tie game. You're down in here in the red zone. Be careful with the football. You at least want to get 3 points out of this.
That is play number 10 on this drive. Goal line defense on the field.
2nd and goal from the 5. Gets it out for the completion.
Jim, I just want to say this to the quarterback. It's 3rd and goal. If the play's not there, throw it away. Do not force the action. The quarterback's picked up on something. He's changing the play here.
And incomplete pass that time as he threw it short. Should be what we call a gimme.
The kick is through for 3. And they're now right where they want to be as we get ready for the stretch drive. Holding the lead with just a little more than a quarter left to play thanks to the field goal.
Great job by the offense getting down there, getting that field goal. What you have done as a football team, you have put the pressure on the opponent, and now it's their job to come out there and see if they can score. Well, a lot of good things happen on both sides of the football this time. How about that return by the return team? Good job, good blocking. Look at the speed of that guy running. They get the tackle from behind. They stop the touchdown.
1st down at the 45.
Stacy inside.
That's a gain of 6.
Nice run that time. When you run the football like this over a period of time, it's going to wear that defense out. There's no doubt about it. Nice job by the offensive line.
In plus territory at the 49. The final quarter underway now with this snap. The tackle's made and the 1st down is picked up.
The Eagles just picked up a big 1st down that time, Jim. When you're down in the 2nd half, every 1st down is crucial. Nice job that time by the offense.
1st and 10.
They go screen with Stacy.
Landry's all over the ball carrier.
Quarterback should have never thrown it that time. Even though he completes the pass, he should have seen the defense was right there. A loss of a couple yards.
Coming up, 2nd down. The corners are going to meet the receivers right on the line of scrimmage.
Matt Ryan from the shotgun. Johnson's going to pull in the bullet pass. They come to the line at the 31-yard line.
This game is not over, but the quarterback knows that time is short, and his team must do something in a hurry. Toss to the outside.
Defense wasn't fooled by that play call. The defense, even though their team is leading, they were ready for the run, and they stopped the offense that time just for a couple yards.
Time is running out. The defense knows it's playing with the lead, but doing whatever it can to just try to run out the clock.
Has space.
And he's taken down, but not until he picks up the 1st.
The Eagles, good job that time moving the chains, picking up that 1st down. And, Jim, of course, there's no time to panic in a situation like this. I think they know that. It's in the 2nd half. You're down just a few points. Just keep looking for ways to get another 1st down, and that'll serve your team well.
The quarterback with the give to the fullback.
Good job by the offense getting in the red zone. Now you're down some points. You got to find a way to score a touchdown.
2nd down and 9.
They go screen with Stacy. Good for only a yard. This is an almost must-convert scenario. 3rd down coming up here in the late stages. Yes, that's 4-down territory, but you don't want to face make or break at this point.
Yeah, on the defensive side, now it's time for the coach to do his job. Be aggressive. Call a defense that the offense has not seen so far today. If you do that, I think you'll catch them by surprise.
3rd and 9.
He'll throw it over the middle. Again, can't bring it in. That'll probably go as a drop.
Well, he dropped the football, and there's no doubt why he dropped it. You have to look it in.
This is where a kicker makes his living. With all the pressure, the game just a field goal away from being tied.
So the offense does good work to drive down the field, get in position, and kick the field goal now to tie this game in the late stages.
Yeah, and you know what's going to be fun from here on out is which team is willing to take a chance. Will the offense be aggressive? Will the defense take some chances? The one that's aggressive, I think that's the one that's going to win the game.
The Packers come onto the field. The game now is in the hands of this offensive unit with the game tied, Phil.
Jim, this is a situation now where you just don't come out here and just try to make it happen. The game is tied, and if it doesn't work, you figure, well, let's try to get into overtime. So be careful on these first couple plays and make sure you don't make a big mistake.
The Packers line up, split backfield, 2nd and 12. Vic Beasley takes him to the ground. The Eagles defense will stop the clock here with under 2 to go as they want to preserve the clock. Third down after the sack. The Packers will look to get to the 29 to pick up a first.
Quarterback likes what he sees out there outside. He's changing the play with the wide receiver.
Wilson from the shotgun.
No time to even look up. He's sacked again. The Eagles in a tie game will call a timeout. They clearly want the ball back with a chance to do something. The coach is going to go for it.
They'll go for it on 4th down, late stages. Russell Wilson will take it from the gun.
And they tackle him for a safety.
You always have to know where you are on the field. As a quarterback, when you're backed up and you drop in the end zone, that has to make you nervous. That time, the quarterback, he just held on to the football too long. He sacked, and he cost his team a safety.
Steps out of bounds. The Eagles offense takes the field, and they're looking to kneel this game out. How great a feeling was it to take the field, Phil, knowing you had just to take a knee and then you could celebrate?
Oh, it's the best. You get in the huddle, you can smile at each other, but the one thing you do talk about, Jim, make sure you protect the quarterback and don't let somebody come in and get a cheap hit on him before he can kneel down and end this game.
So for Phil Simms and all the crew at EA Sports, Jim Nantz saying so long for now.
On the cardboard, fell in love with hip-hop, no question. DJ cut the rugged, I get aggressive. Furious 5, you get the message. Shut it down like I ain't paid no electric. I'm like DB up in the party, I wanna jump up and be somebody. Charlie Holmes, I got tabs on mommy. She gon' my colleagues. Wasabi hot, look at 'em. I'm full of fire like the McCracken. Stay on tour on Euro, I'm racking. Be in the hood, we a navigate napping. Twerk that girl, this the one like the I'm gonna give you 90 B-boy, keep the elements hot, make them was a DOA, a young boy what I used to be. Now I'm all grown up, I'm a boss. Waving like that, come with me because I know I can't afford to stop for a moment. Cause I'm just out of reach of your finger. I know I can't afford to stop for a moment. Let's go.
I used to rock an MP3. Before that, hot tracks and MTV. Now I synchronize the MPC. So this draft genuine like OMG, yo G, y'all in the booth like DB. LOL, old school, I'm so PC. See the mic, I gotta grab it, OCD. Yeah. You're playing the odds when you face the mob. See the guard raising the ball, happy y'all just don't get it. I'm hard in the paint when involved in it. Then I might roll up in the take dog, ain't no limit. GOH, haters get DDT. These vets ain't what they used to be. This funk jock in the guard on court, like a CP3. It's about time y'all get used to me. Because
one in the books and all's well. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Draft Champions on EA Sports. The Eagles interplay with that first win under their belts, and they look good doing it too. Their opponents in this one, the New York Giants.
And this heated rivalry matchup is underway. He's got a chance to return this one. And he's tackled just past the 20. We'll mark it at the 22-yard line. The Eagles go with the dime formation here on defense. The Giants from the 22. That's a gain of only a yard. That last running play was good for only a yard, so it's 2nd down and 9.
Quarterback sees something in his defense he wants to take advantage of.
Catch made by Marshall. Gains 16.
Well, the quarterback has such great confidence in the receiver. And why not? He's talented, and every time the football's thrown his way, he finds a way to make the catch.
Aaron Rodgers will be under center. First down at the 39. And this is dropped. As you take a look at the defense, Ndamukong Suh, one of the most talked about talents in the National Football League.
As tough as they come when it comes to stopping a run, and I think one of the best hustlers during the play, trying to chase people down as there is in the NFL.
The Giants have it at the 39. The catch by Hopkins. Now they take the football onto the opponent's side of the field.
When the offense crosses the 50-yard line on defense, you have to be careful now because it gives the offense a little confidence. And what they're going to do here, they're looking for the big play down the field for that quick
out. And the defense has it. Yupati's in on the tackle.
That's an easy correction to make when you fumble the football like that. You got to learn to put two hands on it when there are a lot of defenders around you.
Almost to the 40 at the 39-yard line. First down at the 39. Outside now on the toss. Taking a look at this offense now. At tight end, 6'5" out of Stanford is Zach Ertz.
Yeah, he's a good presence inside, no doubt about it. When you talk about this Eagles offense, they got speed outside. They got the fast running back. They need their tight end to come through. Zach Ertz is that kind of guy.
And he'll step out.
Don't see enough of this in the NFL anymore. The out route. Everybody's afraid to throw it. They want all those little safe dink and dunks inside. But that is a nice throw and catch by the quarterback and wide receiver.
The line of scrimmage, the 48. Looking to go up top again on first down. The Eagles now move the chains.
Well, these tight ends of the NFL now, they make the catches down the field. They're fast. They can do it all. And everybody is looking for that all-in-one. A guy that can block at the line of scrimmage, who can catch the football well, and has the speed to make it happen once he catches it.
Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. Flip to the outside. Going to lose yards here.
The Giants defensive coordinator, my gosh, he is one happy guy. Anytime you get in the backfield and stop a runner and make him lose yards, that's some good stuff.
At the 33.
Second down and 11. Davante Adams has it. Adams is tackled down after a gain of 12.
If you got a defensive back that's scared to death and not going to give up the big play, you got to run things like this. The out route, nice route by the wide receiver, and a good throw by the quarterback.
First down at the 21. Stacy inside. A big presence on that defensive front. Out of Iowa is Adrian Claiborne.
Yeah, he was a tremendous prospect coming out of the University of Iowa, and I'll tell you, when healthy, he is a great player in the NFL along the defensive front. They need him to play very well.
Second down and 10. The give. Picks up 8 here.
Always good to have these types of runs. Yeah, it's not a first down, but it sends a message. It shows everybody that you can run it when you want to, and also it opens up so many other things for your offense.
Now looking at third down. One more snap and another quarter is in the books.
The Eagles on offense here to start the second quarter. Ready to snap the football at the 13. The second quarter is underway with this snap. Got drilled as he throws it.
Well, you throw the pass on third and short, hoping to catch the defense off guard, and it did not work. The defense is ready. Good job by the defensive players.
Chip shot here.
Comes up short.
Well, that time the kicker just comes up short, just doesn't hit the football solidly. And you can always tell when it's spinning very hard end over end, that means he kicked it too low, and that's why it came up short.
The Giants come to the line in a tight game here in the second quarter. The score 0-0.
First down at the 20. Smith's going to secure the handoff.
Right.
Smith's met at the 23.
Smith's a dangerous runner when you give him room to run, but there is no room this time. What a job by the defense. They bottle him up for a short gain. Good job by the defensive line shifting all down inside. I think they're expecting a run up the middle.
Second down and 7. Got a big lane. Smith's taken down at the 33. The offense back to the line of scrimmage after going for more than 40 yards on the previous play.
Now he's going to change the play and Look out. I think he's going to go down the field with the football.
Brandon Pettigrew with the catch. That pass play picked up only 4. 2nd down and 6 coming up. The Giants have it at the 29. Can't find space, and this will be a loss of 1 on the play. Third down and 7. Beasley has the sack. We're midway through the 2nd, and this game is turning into a classic old-school defensive showdown.
Yeah, it sure is. How about the coaches on both sides? Are they sitting over there shocked that the fact that this might turn into a defensive battle? We know it's always about high scoring, going forward. This is fun to watch, to see something a little different.
They bring back out the offense to go for it. The Giants will line up. The first down markers right at the 23-yard line. Halftime, 2 minutes away. Going for it on 4th down. The Giants are at the line of scrimmage with a pair of backs split behind the quarterback. Rodgers got it in the gun. The Giants turned the ball over on downs. The Eagles defense probably in shock that the offense went for it on 4th and long, and they come up with the stop.
Well, look, I'm in shock. I don't even know what to say. You know, I like to talk a lot. That leaves you speechless. You're going to have to answer a lot of questions when this game is over about that decision.
It's first down as they head to the line. 2 tight ends on the field here. Long ball to Calvin Johnson, and Houston with a near takeaway. Well, they go for the bomb, but the defensive backfield was not fooled.
Yeah, they were all over at that time, and that was like shadow defense. Wherever the receiver was going, the defense was right next to him. Great job.
The Giants defense now is going to go nickel. 2nd and 10. Johnson's got it, and a first. Coming to the line at the 43. It's a 2 tight end formation. First down at the 43. Going for the home run. One-handed. Makes the grab.
Well, if I was a quarterback, I would throw it to this guy every single time. When you make a catch like that, as a quarterback, you must have great confidence in him.
Coming to the line at the 8. Let's see how they back up the big play here. Stacy makes the catch. And Stacy stopped there.
That's a nice route on the outside. Nice throw by the quarterback. Puts him in good position to keep moving and get a first down.
The Giants lined up in the nickel. Ball is out. The offense was able to recover the ball.
One thing coaches hate when their offense is on the field is fumbling the football. Because a lot of times it's just bad fundamentals. But they're lucky this time. They had the fumble. They're able to get on top of it.
The line of scrimmage, the 2-yard line. Keeps it. Force it across for the touchdown.
You got to be able to take advantage of the quarterback sneak. If the defense doesn't line up properly, find the weak spot and go there to score.
The Eagles for the extra point. Makes the PAT. The Eagles now ready to kick the football down the field. No return. The ball's coming out to the 20. The Eagles come out in a dime package. Rodgers from the shotgun. Got hit on release. Second down and 10. Looking to go down the field here. Tough catch. The Giants are going to burn the first of their 3 timeouts right here.
You saw why defensive backs can't sleep the night before the game when they play against this quarterback. Beautiful long throw down the field for the big completion.
Aaron Rodgers going to Vic Beasley takes him to the ground.
Man, this defensive end, Jim, he is some talent. That time, good job, makes the move, shows the speed, and gets around there and gets the sack.
The Giants take it from the 43. Aaron Rodgers way down the field. Intercepted. The intermission is right around the corner, and they continue to smother the opposition.
Hey, they want to go in at halftime, Jim, with a big...
Take deck and record, suit and velour, popping and locking on the cardboard. Fell in love love with hip-hop, no question. DJ cut the ruckus, I get aggressive. Furious 5, you get the message. Shut it down like I ain't paid no electric. I'm like DB up in the party, I wanna jump up and be somebody. Charlie Holmes, I got tabs on mommy. She gon' my colleagues. Wasabi hot, look at them. I'm full of fire like the McCracken. Stay on tour on Euro, I'm rapping. Be in the hood, we a Navy ain't napping. Twerk that girl, this the one like the I'm gonna give you 90 B-boy, keep the elements hot. Make them backspin the windmill. G-O-H, haters, a D-O-A. A young boy what I used to be. Now I'm all grown up, I'm a boss. Waving like that, come with me because I know I can't afford to stop for a moment. Cause I'm just out of reach of your finger. I know I can't afford to stop for a moment. Let's go.
I used to rock an MP3. Before that, hot tracks and MTV. Now I synchronize the MPC. So this strap genuine like OMG. Yo, G, y'all in the booth like DB. LOL, old school, I'm so PC. See the mic, I gotta grab it, OCD. Yeah. You're playing the odds when you face the mob. See the guard raising the ball, happy y'all just don't get it. I'm hard in the paint when involved. And again, I might pull up in the take dog, ain't no limit. G-O-H, haters get DDT. Is that ain't what they used to be? It's funk jock in the guard on court. Like a CP3, it's about time y'all get used to me. Because I know I can't afford to stop for a moment. Cause I'm just out of reach of your finger. I know I can't afford to stop for a moment. Don't it come soon to forget you.
A perfect start on the line. It's Draft Champions, and I'm Larry Ridley for EA Sports. The Colts come into play here with 2 victories under their belt in their first 2 games. If they can repeat that for 2 more, they'll have themselves a title. They'll match up here against the Philadelphia Eagles.
This game has officially begun. Woodson's running this one out. And he heads to the sidelines, out of bounds. That return's good for about 29. The Eagles sat at the line. Dime package. First down at the 23. He's brought down at the 30-yard line.
So many times you watch football games and coaches just give up too early on the run game. Well, they'll keep it going today. After that run, decent pickup by the running back.
From the gun. Beasley has the sack.
Well, if I was that quarterback, I'd be mad after getting sacked like that by the defensive end. Your offensive tackle's just got to do a better job.
It'll be 3rd down.
The Colts have to get to the 33 for a first. Dropping back, and he's going to be sacked. So, just 3 plays and out for the offense. The Colts are set to punt. Again, we'll try and return this one. Miles, the one who brings him to the ground. That return's good for about 5. The Eagles will take the snap from the 45. Breaks free, has some space to work with. Brown's there to make the stop.
I don't know if that was a good run breaking those tackles or just bad tackling. Whatever it is, they get a few yards.
First down at the 45. He's hit as he throws it.
Taking a look at this offense now at tight end. 6'5" out of Stanford is Zach Ertz.
We see it all over the NFL now, don't we, Jim? Big tight ends who can run and block, and Zach Ertz is one of those guys.
Second down now. An extra tight end on the field for this one. Looking to go deep. Pass is intercepted.
Good job that time by the defense. Not being fooled. Being in position. When you're in position, you have a chance to make the play. That time they did. They got the interception.
The Colts at the line of scrimmage. Split backfield. Michael out of the backfield with a reception.
Well, we see it more and more. Football thrown behind the line of scrimmage. They do it that time. Nice catch, but a loss of yards on the play.
Loss of 4 on the play. This will be second down. The Eagles with 2 extra defensive backs in the dime. Snapping out of the gun. Ladarius Green comes away with the catch. Green's marked down after a gain of 4. Let's talk about this offense today. At wideout, over 12,000 receiving yards in his career. A blockbuster career that belongs to Andre Johnson.
It is a blockbuster career when you talk about him. And every year I come down and say, let's see if Andre Johnson is fast as he was last year. And the answer is yes. When healthy, still one of the top 10 receivers in the NFL.
They better hurry to get the snap. From the gun. And he's going to be dropped. And that's a 3 and out for the offense. All set to punt here. The punt is kicked out of bounds. The Eagles offense can reignite things now after last time moving the football only to throw a drive-ending interception.
And this is what this defense lives on. They thrive on it. They let you move the football a little bit, but they wait for that mistake. Is that mistake going to be an offensive penalty, a drop pass? That time it was an interception.
Intercepted! It's wide open. On his way. Touchdown!
What a catch. What an interception. And not only that, take it all the way back for a touchdown. You talk about deflating for an offense. Oh, shoot. That gets close to making them quit.
Tackle's made. Oh, he actually misses the point after. The Colts getting ready to kick it off. They're setting up the return. And he's tackled right at the 30-yard line after that return.
The Eagles back onto the field. Of course, the last drive they had it looked like they were going to put up some points, only to watch the football get picked off in opponent's territory.
Smart defensive coach they're going against in this game today. He knows how to put his players in positions to make plays, and he did that last drive, and they came up with the INT.
Was that on the quarterback, or was that just a great play by the defender?
I'm giving most of the credit to the defender. It's just a good play.
So they complete that one, yet it's still second down. The quarter is about to end. One more play first.
Ryan from the gun.
Johnson's got it on a pass that had some heat. We're back here to start the second quarter. And partner, when you're in a tight defensive game like this, what does an offense have to do to open this game up?
Well, I think what happens sometimes in situations like this, Jim, you know, the offense, they plan for the game and what they're going to do, but they come out there other than that first series or two and they go, wow, these guys are better in person than they were on the film. So you've got to adjust physically. I think now that they have adjusted, we'll see if they can make some things happen.
First down at the 27. Stacy stopped there.
Stacy's never able to build up that power that he has as a running back when there's nowhere to go. Hey, there's nowhere to go. That's a short game.
The Colts defense now loading up, expecting pass with a dime defense. Johnson's there. Touchdown, Philadelphia Eagles.
Now we're talking about some of the fastest humans on earth. And we take into account you can't touch them or breathe on them. That's how they're able to get open and make so many catches.
The Colts are ready to return the kick. Woodson's going to test the coverage this time. And the tackle is made right around the 26-yard line. The Colts weren't able to get anything out of their last drive and were forced to punt as they take the field here. Do you think they are going to vary their approach, Phil?
Well, I hope so. I think they will. They got a lot of information out there in that short drive, Jim, and you do that by showing different formations and plays. You saw how the defense reacted to it. Now you counter-react and see if you can get some positive plays.
I'm sure they're tired of being in the 3-and-out business.
Oh, that's a bad business to be in. I know. I get in a lot of bad businesses.
They'll run it here. And he's tackled at the 30-yard line.
Michaels trying to be patient, but there is nowhere to run that time, and he only gets a short gain.
It's now 2nd down and 7 after the 3-yard rush. They need to get the play off. And the grab is made by Ladarius Green. This will probably be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Trying to fight through right up the middle of the field. 2-minute warning. This next play coming from the 47-yard line. The Eagles will come out in the dime. First down at the 47. And he's brought down right at the 43.
Michael's a dangerous runner when you give him room to run, but there is no room this time. What a job by the defense. They bottle him up for a short gain.
And it'll be 2nd down and 6 after the running play on first down. Let's go. Right back to him. Breaks free. Allen's there to make the tackle.
Michael's never able to build up that power that he has as a running back when there's nowhere to go. Hey, there's nowhere to go. That's a short gain.
The Colts call a timeout. Their first. Third down on the way. The Colts come out with a split backfield. He'll take the snap from the gun. Crawford gets to the quarterback. They've been flying all over the field here in this first half of play, and they come up with another big moment here before the intermission.
Yeah, it's fun to watch a defense when they play well. And then the fact that they're crisp, everybody doing their job, and they're hustling, and they are making it happen.
could not have been better struck. And now the defense has the advantage with the opposition, with their backs to their own end zone.
First down with their backs to their own end zone. The Colts go with the dime formation here on defense. Ryan will be taking this snap out of the pistol. Johnson's got it on a pass, had some heat on it. Looks like they're in press coverage here.
The best way to get more plays in before the end of the first half, go the hurry-up offense. Nice job.
Intercepted.
We're late in the second quarter, and we'll see if the offense can capitalize on their opponent's big mistake and get right back into this game before the half.
Nice job by the defense stopping the momentum of the other football team. Now go in at halftime, regroup, and come out here and keep using the momentum you got from that interception.
First down at the 45.
And looking underneath, this will go incomplete.
Second down following that incompletion. For this play, they'll go with two tight ends.
Handoff made. Picks up about 5.
He's averaging 5 yards per carry on the day. After that last run, it sets up 3rd and 6. He'll stand back beyond the center, and they sack him on 3rd down, and they force the quick 3 and out.
Not long ago, I heard Run DMC on the radio. Take deck and record, suit and velour, popping and locking on the cardboard. Fell in love with hip hop, no question. DJ cut the rugged, I get aggressive. Furious 5, you get the message. Shut it down like I ain't paid no electric. I'm like BB up in the party, I wanna jump up and be somebody. Charlie Holmes, I got tabs on mommy. She gon' my colleagues. Wasabi hot, look at them. I'm full of fire like the McCracken. Stay on tour on Euro, I'm racking. Be in the hood, we a navigate mapping. Twerk that girl, this the one like the I'm gonna give you 90 B-boy, keep the elements hot. Make them back spin the windmill. G-O-H, haters, a D-O-A. A young boy what I used to be. Now I'm all grown up, I'm a boss. Waving like that, come with me because
MP3. Before that, hot tracks and MTV. Now I synchronize the MPC, so this strap genuine like OMG, yo G, y'all in the booth like DB. LOL, old school, I'm so PC. See the mic, I gotta grab it, no CD. You're playing the odds when you face the mob. See the guard raising the ball, happy y'all just don't get it. I'm hard to paint when involved, and again I might roll up in the take dog, ain't no limit. G-O-H, haters get DDT. Is that ain't what they used to be? It's funk doc in the guard on court, like a CP3. It's about time y'all get used to me because
Method Man in the building.
Is 4-0 and a title on the horizon? I'm Larry Ridley, and we'll find out soon as this is Draft Champions. The Packers enter play knowing they've got a little bit of wiggle room should they stumble. But they'll want to take care of business right here, right now. They'll match up here against the Philadelphia Eagles.
And with that kick, we're underway.
No return here as he takes a knee in the end zone.
First down at the 20. One of the most versatile tight ends in the NFL, Delanie Walker.
Yeah, when you say versatile, that explains him very well. He can be a fullback, a wide receiver, a tight end, or somebody that moves around and plays all those positions. Delanie Walker is special.
Defense calls a timeout. Second and 10. Foles handoff. Manti Te'o makes the tackle. And here's a look at the defensive line that will try to control the trenches today. The Packers will take the snap from the 25. Knocked down as he fires it. They're in punting formation. Brought down.
Well, the best thing we can say about that punt return, well, he didn't fumble the football.
Ryan's going to be in the pistol here. First down at the 30. Airing it out. What an amazing catch by Calvin Johnson. No one's going to get him now. And in for the touchdown. And with that touchdown, they've grabbed the lead here early in the first.
Boy, it's always nice to jump out to lead the football game. It just takes pressure.
I had left to give all the reasons I confront. You're my reason left to live. If that ain't enough, oh no, no, tell me why it's not enough. Hey, even when you let me down, I'll forgive you in the end. What goes round comes back around, so I'll wait for you till then. If that's not enough. Oh no, no, tell me what would be
Oh, how about this for a tough decision early on? Which direction they go here is going to say a lot about what this team wants to do. Excellent selection. Just what this team needs to maybe get him over the hump. Oh, no question that this guy's going to grade out as a huge impact over what was there before. Does this pick fill a big need? I'm not so sure that it does, but it is at least a slight improvement over what they had in place. Yeah, here's a spot where the fan base would be clamoring for a skill player. But do you listen to him or go after someone who can help you up front? Some tough choices coming up right about... Boy, you talk about a friendly turn to the cards. This is a great round for these guys as they get themselves a dynamic player right here. Options here on both sides of the football. It's pretty much of a coin flip if you ask me. Well, when you break down that pick, the talent is without question. But what's a little less obvious is how he's going to fit into the scheme. And now's where you need to make these last picks count. Time to fill any holes you can before it's too late. Boy, a tough choice here, but one that any organization would love to have. Maybe not a huge upgrade over what they had already, but they're certainly building up some depth there. Where to now? Do you get yourself a big brute for the trenches? Or someone who can really help you out at the... when you look at a choice like that, he's got both the talent and the skill set to really excel under what should be a very comfortable system for him to be a part of. How about that threesome? How do you throw two of those guys away? Give kudos to the folks running this draft. They've targeted the guys they thought would provide the maximum value, and so far, it's been successful.
A new era begins today. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Draft Champions. The Cowboys enter play this afternoon, ready to see what they've got and how or if these pieces are going to fit together. They'll match up here against the Philadelphia Eagles.
And here we go, two rivals ready to square off.
First down at the 33. One running back to watch. Out of Auburn is Tre Mason.
Well, Tre Mason was fast at Auburn. I'll tell you what, Jim, he's pretty fast in this league, too. When he gets the football in his hands, it'll make you pay attention on the defensive side.
The Eagles come out in a dime package. First and 10. RG3 going down the field. He's in the clear. Nobody was going to catch him there. Touchdown. And the early momentum in their favor as that touchdown puts them in front here in the first.
Oh, I love that word, momentum. The Big Mo. If Big Mo is on their side, that is a great thing to have and a good feeling as a football team.
The Cowboys with the PAT to come. Inside of the uprights. Gilbert's got a chance to return this one. Gets out past the 20 and brought down at the 24. First down at the 24. Gets it out for the completion. The Eagles line up, split backfield. First down at the 43. Two hands on the football and has the catch. Gains 16. Can you believe how steady and reliable this guy is?
He is. What's the phrase for it? He is money, Jim Nantz. Man, he pays off every single time. You throw the football near him, he'll make the catch. Well, as you saw that receiver make the catch, I'll just say this. You cannot throw the football enough his way. There's no such thing. When in doubt, you don't like anything, turn and find him and throw it to him.
All set up now at the 21.
That was a big gainer. Now it's time to back it up.
Carries the receiver on the screen.
The outside threat for this offense is wide receiver DeAndre Hopkins out of Clemson.
Oh, man, a wide receiver from Clemson? I haven't heard that, since last week. There's one on every single football team. But DeAndre Hopkins, good route runner, good size, and excellent speed.
Halfway through this first quarter now.
Thomas tackled down.
Well, Jim, it's not dead yet. The Wildcat still is being played a little bit around the league that time. Nice job by the Wildcat quarterback. He sees the defensive end coming at him, so he hands it off, and he gets a nice gain.
The defense is ready to plug up the middle here on the goal line. One player to watch on this side of the ball is Byron Maxwell.
Yeah, he's a good cover defensive back. He's got long arms, and if he's close to you, he knows how to get those hands and arms up and away to make a play.
Ryans brought down after picking up only a yard.
Can they call a play the defense hasn't seen yet to this point today? So it's third go. Touchdown ties it. I can't wait to see what the offense decides to do.
Third. He breaks the play. He's in for the touchdown.
Well, this quarterback is not afraid to score on the goal line, that's for sure. Not afraid about taking a hit from one of those big, mean defensive players. He runs a quarterback sneak and gets a touchdown.
The Cowboys are ready to run back this kick.
across the 20 and tackled at the 21. The Cowboys coming back onto the field on offense. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it.
Listen, momentum is on their side. When you have that going for you, keep the defense guessing at what you're going to do. So I think it's very important to stay aggressive in this situation.
First down at the 21. Slashes to the left side. One of the players we'll be watching on that defense is Justin Gilbert.
Well, 2014 was a great learning experience for Justin Gilbert. Now he's got to take that experience and use his talent and turn this into a great year.
Griffin's on the move. Mason's going to pull in the bullet pass. They'll mark him at the 46.
What a nice job on the catch this time and breaking the tackle and getting those extra yards. When you make plays like that, if I was a quarterback, I'd give you a few more chances with the football.
Let's see what they do on first down following that huge play.
Mason's got it on the handle. Gilbert's going to make the tackle.
Mason's trying to be patient, but there is nowhere to run that time, and he only gets a short gain.
Setting up now at the 44-yard line.
The D-line all talking. I think they're expecting run. That's why they're shifting to their left.
Collins is all over that offense and brings him down.
The Cowboys continue to compete here in the first half, but the running game just hasn't been there. Mason's been shut down from the get-go.
Run game has been rough, and that's an understatement. I just say this to the offense. Start throwing the football. Loosen this defense up, and once you loosen them up, then you can run the football.
3rd and 10.
Griffin's on the move.
A nice grab. No doubt he was going to hold on to that one. First down on the way. Here's the handoff. Looking for some daylight up the middle. Collins is there to make the tackle.
Well, he's in the NFL because of this, because this guy can break tackles. Good job on that play.
Play number 6 coming up on this drive. The Cowboys come to the line, and they put their receivers in a bunch formation. The Cowboys snap it up at the 26. Mason's met at the 23. He's averaged about 2 yards a carry on the day. Now 3rd and short following the run. Toss to the outside. Mason's marked down after a gain of 9.
Mason's able to get it done that time. Why? Because he has the power and the will to make it happen. 3rd and short, he just gets it done with sheer willpower.
Coming up to the line at the 14. First down and 10. They call his number once more. Coples, that time on the tackle.
Look at that. Everybody at the line of scrimmage, the defense showing a blitz.
2nd down and 10.
Tosses the football.
The Cowboys put themselves in a tough situation here. On 2nd down, you run the football, and what do? You lose yards. Now you got 3rd and long coming up. You got to be careful in situations like this. Everything goes to the side of the defense.
What a drive this has been. Third and 11.
And they're all over him for the sack.
Well, it's a game of chances in the NFL. It's third down. The defensive coordinator said, let's get after this quarterback. He sends the extra guys. He blitzes him, and they get there before the quarterback can react.
This will be a 41-yard field goal try. And he puts it through for 3.
Well, Jim, that field goal puts them in the lead. It was a nice drive by the offense, and what it does, it just gives you confidence. You did some positive things on the field, and it should carry over for you for the rest of the game.
Ryan Succop ready for the kickoff. Green's got it. And the tackle's made right around the 25-yard line. The Eagles will look to get set. Been a close game so far. The score's 10-7. First down at the 25. Finds his mark. Gains 11.
You got to be able to adjust when you run these drag routes across the field. The throw cannot always be right on target. Can you reach behind, make the catch, and keep going full speed? That's the sign of a good receiver.
Now first and 10. Kadeem Carey has the reception.
Nice job that time by the runner. Gets out of bounds after the play. You got under 2 minutes, and you need to stop the clock, so he gets it done.
First and 10. Carey's taking the handoff. Wide to the left. Gains about 3.
If you want to run the football with success, you're going to have plays like this where they pick up very little yardage. Don't listen to the fans. Keep running it, and it'll work.
It's now second down and 7 after the 3-yard rush. Ryan takes it from the gun. And it's complete to Gresham. The Eagles call a timeout here. They have 0 timeouts remaining. First down here. The Eagles are at the line of scrimmage with a pair of backs split behind the quarterback. Look at that concentration as he makes the grab. Ball's there that time for the tackle.
Well, you go to the hurry-up offense for many reasons. One, you're trying to get as many plays off and use as little time on the clock as possible.
Eagles in the end zone. That touchdown appears that it will secure them the halftime lead. The second quarter is winding down here.
Well, they sure hope it does. There's nothing like going in at halftime with the lead. You just feel like all the hard work you put in the week, you put it to good use, and you want to keep that lead going in at halftime.
He made it. He's put the ball on the tee, and he's about to kick off. Spins away from contact. He's taken down at the 23. That return's good for about 26. The Cowboys will be trying to make it 3 successful drives in a row as they retake the field here on offense, partner.
They got a great feeling from the offense so far. In other words, they're confident, they feel good, so you need to keep calling plays that keeps the offensive players in a positive frame of mind. You do that, hey, I wouldn't be surprised to see him march down here and score again.
The corners retreating. The Cowboys take it from the 23. It's Mason with the catch.
Well, when there's under 2 minutes to go, good job by the offensive ball carrier that time. He knows he can get no more yards. He steps out of bounds to stop the clock.
Griffin's now completed 4 in a row. This will probably be the last play of the first half. Griffin going to take off with it. The ball is knocked out. Neither offense able to pull away in a first half that saw 2 defenses matching each other step for step. Larry Ridley coming up next to break down this first half. The second half of this rivalry game is underway. Both teams battling as expected. Gilbert's tackled down at the 17. That return's good for about 18. The Eagles offense is in rhythm. Coming back out for another drive. The last 2 times they've had it, they found the end zone.
Their rhythm, they're making it look easy, Jim. It's like watching you dance. You have such great rhythm. It looks like you're not even working at it. So that's how it looks for this offense here today.
The Eagles at the line of scrimmage. Split backfield. They'll hike it to him out of the shotgun. Ball almost comes away with a pick that time. Failing to complete that one. So second down here. Ryan standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap. Takes the hit, throws.
Well, it's do or die right now, and you've got to go ahead and make the call to give your offense a chance to get this first down. And I know this team, they have a lot at their disposal. I think there's a play in there that's going to give them a good chance.
Third down and 10. And now Ryan's going to take off. Green's got it on a pass that had some heat.
Good job by the offense picking up a first down there. They've been terrific all day long. They're winning the football game, and they are tiring this defense out.
First down here. This play set up by the long gainer. Matt Ryan from the shotgun. Launches it down the field. It's intercepted. Phil, how about this defense getting the memo at halftime and getting the takeaway?
Yeah, it was a good job. What a pick. I like that. And the coaching staff, it's just awesome to see when you make some changes at halftime and the players come out right away and take advantage of that coaching.
Mason's going to take the handoff now. That tackle by A.J. Hawk. The Cowboys have tried a couple of different ways to get the running game going, but it hasn't paid off. Mason's been shut down from his very first carry on.
No balance by this offense, like you said today. They can't run the football, but I've said this all the time. It's not always about just dominating physically and blocking up front. Running backs have to do their part. They have to make good decisions, and they got to break some tackles.
Looking to avoid a safety here on third down. And the tackle is made in the end zone. That's a safety. Gilbert's got it on the return. And he's going to be brought down right around the 33-yard line. The Eagles have done a whale of a job taking their halftime lead and adding a whole lot more to it here in the third quarter.
And they're just doing everything we saw them do in the first half. Just dominating the pace of play and just being more physical than the defense.
They're going to try to catch the defense off guard as they line up in the Wildcat. The Eagles take it from the 33.
Look out, they're changing the play to take advantage of something they see on the defensive side.
Finds Gresham.
The Eagles offense, they know it's more than just about their defense. The offense did a good job that time picking up the first down. That's what you want to do. You got a small lead in the second half. Keep getting those first downs and eat that clock up.
Ryan's completion percentage, 70% on the day. He has the grab. Brought to the ground. That's his 5th catch of the day. That is how you draw it up, isn't it, Phil?
Oh, man, a quarterback loves guys that can make catches like this, and they're just so strong. They know how to zero in. They never lose concentration, and you never see him drop a pass. Jim, the offensive coordinator's done a terrific job so far here today. He's got his team winning. They're in the red zone. Let's see how clever he's going to be on this call.
The 20-yard line, and now in the red zone.
Matt Ryan under center. 2nd down and 12. Locked in on the football. Eagles in for the score. And a comeback now is going to have to be a monumental one. That touchdown has them looking in pretty good shape.
Yeah, they look like they're on good shape on the offensive side, but listen, no lead is safe in this league, so you've got to be alert. Be alert for trick plays and things that you haven't seen yet.
The reception.
So many things you can do from the 2-yard line now in the NFL. All the teams can spread you out. They can run it. The quarterback can keep it. The big plays, the passes, very tough for the defense to stop the 2-point conversion.
The Cowboys are ready to run back this kick. And he'll start his return.
There is nothing like a good return when you talk about special teams. Good blocking, the speed of the returner gets down the field, and after that tackle, now they have good starting field position.
First down at the 44. And the pass goes incomplete. Rodgers in on the coverage.
Lots of ways to attack cover 2. There's no doubt about it. You can throw it underneath. You can pump fake the safeties, make one of them move, and still throw it deep down the field.
The Eagles with a nickel look here on defense. The Cowboys have it at the 44. Griffin's Quentin Coples takes the quarterback down.
It is truly a bonus when you can take your outside linebacker and let him rush the quarterback and he can get a sack. Nice job that time by the outside linebacker.
The Cowboys offense has switched sides now and has the football as we begin the 4th quarter. 3rd down. The final quarter begins with this snap. And they bring down the quarterback, and it's a 3-and-out for the offense. The coach is going to go for it. The Cowboys take it from the 33. Mason's out there to receive the screen pass. tackle at the 34-yard line.
I thought that was a pretty risky play that time by the offense. Even though it's the second half and you're down, you don't always have to go for it on fourth down. Fortunate for them, they got it that time.
That long gain sets them up here on this play. Ball is out, and the recovery is made by the defense.
Keep two hands on that ball. Quarterback didn't do it, so when he's hit, that football came flying out.
The Eagles offense heading back onto the field to start the drive after the result of their last possession was a touchdown. You think they've got another one in them, partner?
Oh,
I have given all myself, all that I had left to give, all the reasons I confront. You're my reason left to live. If that ain't enough, oh no, no, tell me why it's not enough. Hey, even when you let me down, I forgive you in the end. What goes round comes back around, so I'll wait for you till then. If that's not enough, oh no, no, tell me what would be enough, be enough, be enough, be enough. And what is love if you're still searching for something? And what is love if it's building up to nothing? We'll never see how far we've come if we keep looking at the sun. So what is love if we're still searching for something? Looking higher, higher, higher. We keep reaching up. Higher, higher, higher. But we're still not high enough. Higher, higher, higher. We keep reaching up. Higher, higher, higher. But we're still not high enough. Take my heart back from your hands, and my pride back from your. Only while I still can, taking back the best of me. If this ain't enough, no, 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 then I guess I had enough, had enough, had enough, had enough. And what is love if you're still searching for something? And what is love if it's building up to nothing? We'll never see how far we've come if we keep looking at the sun. So what is love if we're still searching for something? Looking higher, higher, yeah, no, 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 higher, higher, but we're still not high enough. Higher, 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 keep reaching up. Higher, 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 but we're still not high enough.
I know I can't afford to stop for one moment, 'cause I'm just out of reach of your finger. I know I can't afford to stop for one moment, then it's too soon.
Yo, once upon a time, not long ago, I heard Run DMC on the radio. Take deck and record, suit and velour, popping and locking on the cardboard. Fell in love with hip hop, no question. DJ cut the rugged, I get aggressive. Furious 5, you get the message. Shut it down like I ain't paid no electric. I'm like DB up in the party, I wanna jump up and be somebody. Charlie Holmes, I got tabs on mommy. She gon' my colleagues, wasabi hot, look at 'em. I'm full of fire like the McCracken. Stay on tour on Euro, I'm racking. Be in the hood where your navigate napping. Twerk that girl, this the one like the I'm gonna give you 90 B-boy, keep the elements hot. Make them backspin the windmill. GOH, haters, a DOA. A young boy what I used to be. Now I'm all grown up, I'm a boss. Waving like that, come with me because
I know I can't afford to stop for one moment, 'cause I'm just out of
Before that, hot tracks and MTV. Now I synchronize the MPC. So this draft genuine like OMG, yo, G, yo. Y'all in the booth like DB. LOL, old school, I'm so PC. See the mic, I gotta grab it, OCD. Yeah. You're playing the odds when you face the mob. See the guard raising the ball, happy y'all just don't get it. I'm hard in the paint when involved, and again I might roll up in the tank, dog, ain't no limit. GOH, haters get DDT. These vets ain't what they used to be. It's funk doc in the guard on court, like a CP3. It's about time y'all get used to me, because
1 week in and feeling good. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden Draft Champions. The Chargers were able to get that all-important first win in the opener and take that first step towards becoming a title contender. They'll match up here against the Philadelphia Eagles.
We're underway here. Pro Marty's going to run this one out. And he's tackled right at the 30-yard line after that return. They bring in the extra tight end. First down at the 30. Amoro's there to catch a ball that had a lot of heat on it. First down at the 48. Met by Thomas.
Well, I think early in the game, anytime you cross the 50-yard line, it just gives you confidence that what you're doing is going to work today. Let's see if they can take advantage of that and take it on down into the end zone.
Gonna take it home for the touchdown.
I have given all myself, all that I had left to give, all the reasons I confront. You're my reason left to live. If that ain't enough, oh no, no, tell me why it's not enough. Hey, even when you let me down, I'll forgive you in the end. What goes round comes back around, so I'll wait for you till then. If that's not enough.
Boy, we've just gotten started here, and already these guys have been handed a... okay, they get themselves a good player, but you wonder if they wouldn't have been better served to look elsewhere to someone who fit the system a little bit. Boy, the skills just leap out at you with this guy. He will be a very important part of this ball club.
We'll never see how far we've come. We keep looking at the sun.
3 choices here, all of them impact players. Definitely some options with this pick. Do you take a skill player here or get yourself some help up front? Still some big holes remaining to be filled. Here's where you may have to go after a lower-rated player just to make sure you get coverage in all areas. And now, which side of the football will they address here? Some interesting options either way. I'll tell you right now, you won't go wrong adding any of these guys to your team.
Take my heart back from your hands, and my pride back from your... Only while I still can.
One 49er has already been taken. Might we see his teammate here join him?
No, no, no. Then I guess I had enough, had enough, had enough, had enough. And what is love? If you're still searching for something, then why?
Still a few holes on this roster and not a lot of time left to do anything. Oh, and that's a key upgrade right there. He's versatile, athletic, and a big upgrade over what they had.
So what is love? If we're still searching.
This is a pretty telling pick here. Do you go for a big bruiser up front or get yourself someone who could be a difference maker at a skill position. The new Jaguar, Julius Thomas, is the pick here. He's fast, he's lean, he's tall, he's everything you want in a pass-catching tight end. Yeah, I think with that pick, you're just looking to build up your core. Get some guys in here that can help round out the roster. Yeah, no surprise here. Anytime you can get your hands on a player of his caliber, I think you pretty well have to pull the trigger.
Once upon a time, not long ago, I heard Run DMC on the radio. Take deck and record, suit and velour, popping and locking.
Boy, this is shaping up to be a really strong draft class. They had a plan, and they're executing it.
You get the message, shut it down like I ain't paid no electric. I'm like DB up in the party, I wanna jump up and be somebody. Charlie Holmes, I got tabs on mommy. She gon' my colleagues, wasabi hot, look at them. I'm full of fire like the McCracken. Stay on tour on Euro, I'm racking. Be in the hood, we a Navi ain't mapping. Twerk that girl, this the one like the I'm gonna give you 90 B-boy, keep the elements hot. Make them back spin the windmill. G-O-H, haters, a D-O-A. A young boy what I used to be. Now I'm all grown up, I'm a boss. Waving like that, come with me because I know I can't afford to stop for one moment. Cause I'm just out of reach of your finger. I know I can't afford to stop for one moment. Let's go.
I used to rock an MP3. Before that, hot tracks and MTV. Now I synchronize the MPC. So this draft genuine like OMG, yo G, y'all in the booth like DB. LOL, old school, I'm so PC. See the mic, I gotta grab it, no CD. Yeah. You're playing the odds when you face the mob. See the guard raising the ball, happy y'all just don't get it. I'm hard to paint when involved, and again I might roll up in the tank, dog, ain't no limit. G-O-H, haters get DDT. Is that ain't what they used to be? It's funk jock in the guard on wood. Like a CP3, it's about time y'all get used to me. Because I know I can't afford to stop for one moment. Cause I'm just out of reach of your finger. I know I can't afford to stop for one moment. Don't it's time to forget you. Pump up the volume, 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 pump up the volume. Let's go. I know I can't afford to stop for one moment. I'm just out of reach of your finger. I know I can't afford to stop for one moment. Don't it's time to forget you.
G-O-H, Redman and Method Man in the building.
inspires me like a dog inspires a rabbit. Can you save my every dirty soul? Can you save my every dirty soul? For me. Can you save my every dirty soul? For me. Can you save my every dirty soul? Can you save my every dirty soul? Can you save my every dirty soul?
A new era begins today. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Draft Champions. The Falcons enter play this afternoon, ready to see what they've got and how or if these pieces are going to fit together. They'll match up here against the Philadelphia Eagles.
This game is underway. Able to move past the 20 and brought down at the 23. The Eagles come out with a split backfield. The Eagles take it from the 23, and it's knocked down. The offensive lineup includes tight end Julius Thomas, a former college basketball player in Portland State.
Yeah, how about that transition? He plays 1 year of football at Portland State, becomes a fourth-round draft pick, and then he just has an outstanding year in 2013. He is a terrific athlete.
He is a defensive lineman who can dominate a game. Michael Bennett.
It is all out every single play in the Super Bowl in the 2014 season. He was absolutely magnificent. He almost won the game by himself.
Griffin's going to take the snap from the shotgun. And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to fourth down. Press coverage all the way.
The quarterback. He's changing the play with the wide receiver with those hand signals.
A.J. Green with the catch. The Eagles roll the dice and pick up the first on fourth down.
Yeah, I like that analogy. Roll the dice. Sometimes you got to take a chance and hope it comes up 7. Well, I don't know about the 7, but they pick up the first down.
Griffin's now going to leave the pocket and tuck it under. Williams is taken down at the 33. After the long gain, let's see what they do here. First down at the 33. Hankerson makes the play.
I love seeing the post route against defenses that are up there being aggressive, trying to stop the run. You go down the field. How about that? Stick that foot into the ground, make that break at 10 yards, and run right down the middle of the field on that post route.
First down following the long play. They motion the receiver around to the other side. And here's the toss. Into the end zone for the touchdown. Still 3.5 quarters of football to play, but that touchdown gives them the lead here early.
Yeah, no, there's a long way to go. There's no doubt it, but you gotta like your situation and the feel that your football team has, getting that score and being on top.
The Falcons in kick return formation. Cooper's got it on the return. Charging ahead. And he's tackled right at about the 28-yard line. Corners are backing off here. First down at the 28. Falcons get a first down. That's his first reception today.
What we're seeing so many times now in this league is the tight ends are getting so good that they have to condense the pass coverage to make sure they stop them, and it's opening up the wide receivers to have a better chance to catch the football.
First down at the 43. Looking middle that time, and it's incomplete. He is one of the best possession receivers in the league, Brian Hartline.
Yeah, he's an excellent route runner, and he's also very deceiving. He seems to always get behind the defense because he's smart and very crafty.
Second down after the incompletion. Foster's handed the football. Slashes to the left side. Robinson's there to take him down. Here's a look at a very dangerous defensive unit. It's third down coming up. From the gun. That's dropped by Ertz, who couldn't bring it in.
Sometimes when you have a player with this kind of talent, you're willing to put up with a few drop passes because when he catches it, he has a chance of going all the way.
Looks like they're going to go for it on 4th and 8. Foster takes his spot in the backfield. The Falcons snapping at the 41. Scans the field. The Falcons turn the ball over on downs.
The Falcons really feel confident today, don't they? It's 4th and long, and they decide to go for it, and they do not get it. That's a bad decision.
The Eagles offense coming back onto the field. It was a good drive for them the last time they had it, all the way down to the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, you know, in this game, Jim, it's all about momentum. And when you feel you got the momentum on your side, you got to take advantage of it. So now I think it's up to the offensive coordinator to call the right play.
Green down to the 27.
Kind of refreshing to watch, isn't it, to see a team that has faith, the toughness, and the patience to just keep running the football, grinding out these first downs, resting their defense, and tiring out the opponent's defense.
Offense lining up here after picking up more than 30 on the previous play. After the incomplete pass, it brings up second down. RG3 from the gun. The hit knocks the ball out, incomplete.
Well, when you get in a situation like this, Jim, and you get 3rd and long, I'll tell you what catches a defense by surprise. Run a double move on the outside against the defensive back, because everybody in the stands and the defensive players all think you're going to throw it short.
That's going to be a timeout charged to the offense.
Line of scrimmage, the 27.
The Eagles come out in a bunch set. 3rd and 10. RG3 and PG connect on that one. Pierre Garçon.
Well, the corner route. Some people call it the corner route. They call it a flag, run to the flag of the end zone, or a 7 route. Odd numbers break out. That time we see a nice route by the receiver and a good throw by the quarterback.
The wide receiver shifting around in motion. Mike Tolbert. Taylor's in on the tackle.
Well, that last play almost got him in here, and when you look at this, what do they do? Well, you just want to punch it in. There's a lot of different scenarios. You could do a play-action fake, probably get somebody wide open, or have a running back just jump over the top for the touchdown.
Football sits at the 2.
And the second quarter is underway with this snap. Play number 6 coming up on this drive. Third and goal to go from the 2. Griffin's tackled down after a gain of 2. It's now 4th and goal. The defense loading up on the line, getting set for this snap. The Eagles turn the ball over on downs.
The Eagles go for it on 4th down, and they do not get it done. Now it's up to their defense to bail them out.
Loss of a couple that time.
The Falcons offense getting ready to start this drive. I'm sure they're having a hard time letting go of what happened last time when they had the football across midfield and field goal range and failed to come away with any points.
Look, I like the fact that they went for it on 4th down. What I disagree with was the play call. It was it didn't give the quarterback enough options, and that's why it failed.
But you still agree that they should have gone for it?
Absolutely.
In a dangerous spot here. Backs to the end zone. Stepping up to the line at the 6.
2nd down and 7. And the immediate handoff to the fullback. On the way, 3rd down. Osweiler's back in shotgun formation. And he's going to be sacked. So, just 3 plays and out for the offense. And so now they'll bring out Zastadil to punt. Woodson's got it now. Gains 17.
Woodson, such a great athlete. You got to find ways to get the football to him. Here's another way to get it to him. On a punt return, how explosive is he? Man, that's the answer.
1st down at the 39. 2 hands on the football and has the catch.
Well, when you talk about throwing these sideline routes or the out route, it is about timing. When that receiver makes that break to go towards the sideline, that football has to be in the air. Nice throw and catch that time.
Griffin's completion percentage, 60% on the day. The Eagles have it at the 24. They'll run it off the toss.
The Falcons defense is so fast and so powerful. That time on the run play, they just overpower the offensive line. They tackle the runner for a loss.
Loss of 4 on the play. RG3 has it under center. 2nd down and a long way to go. 3rd catch today so far.
Green is one of the best receivers in the NFL. He can run all the routes. How about this out route that time? Does it with such grace and ease and makes the catch just short of the 1st down.
The Eagles approach the line, and they're going with their jumbo package. 3rd down and 1. Toss play to Bernard. The offense is back on the field here for this 4th and 5 play. Griffin's going to take it from the gun. The Eagles turn the ball over on downs. The Falcons offense coming back onto the field here, desperately trying to avoid a repeat of their last drive when they had the quick 3 and out.
I'll tell you what, if they go 3 and out again, you know what's going to happen? Those defensive players are going to be looking at them as they come off the field. You're putting us back out there already, so it's important to get a drive, give your defense a little rest. When you see linebackers moving around like this, that means they're probably going to blitz.
Amari Cooper has the catch. Falcons signal for a timeout. They have 2 remaining. Pass complete, but did not get them the first, so it's 2nd down now. The Eagles defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel. A nice grab. No doubt he was going to hold on to that one. Quarters formation here for the defense. 1st and 10. Looking across the middle. The catch is made by Marcus Wheaton. Here's the first snap after the big play. They'll go shotgun here. That's dropped by Cooper, who couldn't bring it in.
Cooper's going to go back to the huddle and look at all of his teammates and go, my bad. Well, they know it's your bad. Everybody, even the offensive linemen, they saw you were open and you dropped the pass that was right to you. But, hey, that's the way it goes. You know, you got to keep the confidence up. I think he will, and I'm sure the football will find its way towards him again soon. Do the little things right. When you do those right, you get big victories. And doing it right is what this offensive player did that time. Had a chance to get out of bounds, stop the clock, give his offense more chances. Really good job by the offensive player.
Puts it through the uprights. Needed plenty of leg on that one. We've reached the intermission. And soon we'll be sending you to Larry Ridley, who's going to break down all the first half highlights as we send it to Orlando in a moment. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Cooper's going to test the coverage here. And he runs it out to about the 27 before he's taken down. The Falcons talk things over at the intermission, and I'm sure one of the first orders of business was to try to figure out a way to get this offense going, Phil.
Absolutely. That's what you want to do, and I think you do that by play call. So the coach, they have many plays that we call drive starters. Catch the defense by surprise. They need to call one of those right here and right now to get this offense going.
Second down following the run. Arian Foster lined up in the backfield. And picks up maybe 3 or 4.
Foster's a dangerous runner when you give him room to run, but there is no room this time. What a job by the defense. They bottle him up for a short gain.
Third down now. The play clock's running down. They hand it off to him again. Off the right side, Foster. Tackle's made, and that'll move the chains.
The Falcons look pretty confident out there on the field, don't they? And they're very calm, and they should be. That first down, they're right in this game. Don't look down the field for that big play. Just keep marching.
The Falcons take it from the 38. Here's the quick toss. Good gainer there by Foster. He's now averaging 6 yards a carry on the day. Breaking huddle coming to the line at the 42. Here they come back to the line after picking up over 20 yards on that last play. Cooper's got it on a pass, had some heat on it.
When you get down in the red zone, the offensive coordinator's got to call a play that deceives the defense. Let's see if he can do it. His team is down. He needs a big play here.
Brian Hartline has the catch.
Big first down by the offense that time. Here in the second half, they're losing a close game, and you get that first down. It just gives you confidence. It opens up the playbook, and it just gives you a better chance of going down the field and getting the score.
They come to the line of scrimmage. First down. Osweiler's power surge for 6. Touchdown.
If the defense is not going to play for the quarterback sneak, then make them pay for it. Take advantage of it. That's what the offense did. The quarterback took advantage.
And the point after is good. Ryan Suckup ready for the kickoff. Woodson's going to start his return. And he's tackled right at about the 28-yard line. The Eagles offense trots out onto the field, looking to get into the end zone and see if they can turn the tide in this one, partner.
Well, the fact that they are losing this game so far, the sense of urgency is there on the offensive side. You know, you have many plays in that playbook. I think they need to try a few different ones here in the second half.
Second down and 3 following that nice run. Will go ground. Bernard out to the right. And that's a gain of 13.
The Eagles did a good job that time picking up the first down. Let's look at the situation. You're behind the second half. You keep looking to pick up those first downs, and, you know, you get enough of them. What does it do? Pretty simple. It leads to a score.
Quarter underway now with this snap, and they advance the ball onto the other side of the field.
When you run the football like this and you show toughness, there is no doubt when you fake it and try to throw the football down the field, the quarterback's going to have all day to get it done.
They went with the ground game on first down, bringing up second. The Falcons defense now is going to go nickel. Takes another handoff. Tackle's made, and the first down is picked up. He's averaging about 3 yards a carry on the day. They're able to move the chains after that last run. This is a time where the quarterback has to manage the clock, has to be very careful, trailing, needing points to get back into this one.
The Eagles just picked up a big first down that time, Jim. When you're down in the second half, every first down is crucial. Nice job that time by the offense.
Heading to the line at the 22.
Time in this one's running out, and the defense knows it needs another stop. And this will end up as a 2-yard loss.
Got to give the defense some credit. On first down, there's so many things the offense can do. They were ready for that play, and they stopped it.
Just 2 minutes left in this one now. Back in a moment. Play number 6 coming up on this drive. Just about 2 minutes to go, and the defense knows it needs to make one last stop to end it.
There has been good pass protection for the quarterback all day long. He has not been sacked much, and he throws it there and gets another completion.
Now on first down, every snap crucial the rest of the way. First down and 10. They'll go ground, and Bernard is brought down. This time for 3.
Jim, that's a nice job by the offensive coordinator there, being patient here in the fourth quarter. He's not down that much, so he's sticking with the run game and gets a short run that time.
Takes it from the gun. Hey, Wilkerson with the grab. And that's a touchdown late in this one. That touchdown has them on the brink of victory. What do you think, Phil? Is that the touchdown that's going to seal this victory?
Well, I think it put them in unbelievable good position. But now I think it's up to the coaching staff on the defensive side to make sure they go out there, be aggressive, and finish this game off.
The Falcons ready to return the kick. Cooper's running this one out. And the tackle's made. The offense will start their drive from about the 31. The Falcons offense takes the field, and they are absolutely in desperate need of a big-time drive here to put points on the board.
The one thing we do know, since you are behind, the defense most likely is going to be very conservative the first couple calls. So make sure you have play calls to take it.
And they deck the quarterback.
To me, this is a no-brainer. Anytime that clock is running and you get sacked in a situation like this, under 2 minutes and you're behind, you use one of those timeouts to stop the clock.
Osweiler is going to kill the clock with the spike.
Even though the team still has timeouts left, good job by the quarterback preserving those timeouts. Gets up there, doesn't waste too much time, spikes the football, and stops the clock.
This is a big third down snap. Osweiler's setting up now in the pistol. Cooper's going to pull in the bullet pass. Falcons are going to burn the first of their 3 timeouts right here. First down. Pressure on every snap now. The Falcons at the line of scrimmage with their set of receivers in a bunch formation. He will not get away. He's taken down for the sack.
Well, every defense is looking for somebody to sack the quarterback, and that time the speed of the defensive end gets around the tackle and gets the sack.
Second down coming up. Time, obviously, a factor the rest of the way. Osweiler's got it in the gun. And it's batted down. Phil, it's third down. They are in 4-down territory, and the defense knows that.
Yeah, and you get a situation like this, Jim, on the defensive side, you need one of your pass rushers to come through and get on that quarterback.
The Falcons take it from the 33. And Arian Foster has the catch. It's fourth down coming up, and of course they are going to go for it here.
Jim, no doubt they're going to go for it here on fourth down. What does the defense do? Do they play it conservative, or do they take a chance and really go after the offense to stop this fourth down play?
Fourth down late in the game, and the coach has to go for it. Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. Falcons have it at the 29. Surveys. And he makes the catch. No, the ball comes out. The ball is knocked out of his hands.
I have given all myself, all that I had left to give, all the reasons I confront. You're my reason left to